Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Disney Does. DisneyDwayne here, and in this episode we're going to be talking about Frozen on Broadway. I was so lucky to see it, and so lucky to have a friend in the show as well to find out a little bit more about the show. And so I interviewed him, so before you watch this review, make sure you catch the interview with Tim Hughes, who plays Pabi, the leader of the Hidden Folk in Frozen on Broadway. Of course, I also got this shirt from merchandise, and I got it at a discount because I used to work at the Mary Poppins merch place, and you know, it's always nice to have connections. The bags are lovely as well. I don't know if you can see much detail. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty lovely, these bags. So be sure to check out the Frozen merchandise. Fun stuff there, some snow globes, I think, and stuff like that. I also did a review on Frozen in terms of Disney on Ice, what I saw, so that's up very recently as well. Frozen is the best thing to be on ice. In any case, let's get to the show itself proper. Now, of course, if you're gonna guess where Let It Go ends, really it has to end at the end of Act 1. But in the movie it's actually pretty early, so of course they have to kind of drag out a lot of things. And to me, now we're just talking about the bad things first without spoilers, it kind of, you know, the pace suffers in general. But to be fair, it's harder to think of any other song that would end Act 1, or a moment that could be made into a song at the very least. Story-wise, the narration is by the chorus, and it used to be by Tim's character, Pabi, actually, and that was changed here and there, so we talk about that in the interview. It's interesting to see the ties to the Hidden Folk in this musical. It actually ventures deeper into backstories a little bit more, as well as Elsa's journey, the characters as well, like how they're feeling. A lot of this is you know, put into the new songs that we're listening to. 12 songs I hear, or more, I don't know. Also 4 songs are out already. You can check them out on YouTube, and of course the cast recording at this time hasn't been recorded, but the other songs are coming along as well, and it'll be completely new recordings of these songs, not some of the versions that you're hearing right now that are part of the 4 songs. I was expecting this version actually to be the only version with the Marshmallow Man, but that didn't happen. Usually, you know, Broadway extends things. I was hoping to see that because, you know, the giant on stage would have been really amazing to see. It didn't happen, and you know, aesthetically though, it was gorgeous. You know, I was so happy and beaming with so much excitement when the show opened. It was just so beautiful. The colors, the stage, the tall doors, you know, that whole Arendelle feel. They really created the world fantastically with costumes and all as well. Now, Sven, to me, they fixed that, you know, pimple or whatever you call that. A lot of fans are saying that Sven looks funny in the other stage adaptations of Frozen. So they fixed that. The head of the actor that's controlling Sven is no longer sticking out from his neck. But to me, he looks a little funny because his hind legs are a little bit bent. So it just doesn't look natural. And you know, I can't really tell why, but to humans, if something doesn't look natural, it just kind of sticks out that way, right? So, but I appreciate the technology that went into making Sven. I think a lot of it was, some of it was borrowed from The Lion King. It was the same designer, after all. And the Elsa costume switch is amazing during Let It Go. I won't spoil your surprise. Go catch it. It was a BAM! And it happens moment. In any case, there's also a new Elsa costume for the second act where she's in pants. I didn't get to see that. I'm so bummed. But apparently there's a new costume, so I'm sure pictures will come out pretty soon. Am I getting to spoilers yet? Not really. Singing and songs now, let's talk about. Elsa has 2 new solos, and it really develops her character here. At some points, it gets really dark, but I really appreciate how much deeper we get to know Elsa. Anna, in terms of actress, I mean, Patty Murin, she is an amazing person to work with, I hear. I've got some mutual friends, and she is just the most beautiful soul to work with. Also, she played Glinda in Wicked. I did find, though, at points, I think the flip between her chest and head voice, I don't think she has as strong a belt as Casey Levi, or Levi, how do I pronounce her name? And you know, at points that she wasn't very stable with her notes. Maybe it's because it's the previews as well and they're figuring things out. But did you know that Anna actually sings more than Elsa does, although it doesn't seem like it, and Anna also goes up to an F, but Elsa I think goes up to an E or something like that from what I hear. So actually it's tougher on Anna for this musical. So, you know, you can't blame her, right? Hans has some really nice tunes. Christoph, nothing too memorable for me. Opening of Act 2 is super fun. Wait for it. You're gonna hear... Well, let's just say this. We're getting to spoiler territory, so be careful. A character that I presume most people would find very endearing has his own opening number. So look out for that. It's pretty fun. Tongue-in-cheek one. Fixer Upper also has a new flavor because the Hidden Folk have a completely different look. So to go with that look, we have a new flavor. It's refreshing to watch, for sure. Now, acting. I almost felt Olaf this time, who actually is a character that needs to be larger than life, wasn't larger than life. You know, because it is on stage, it has to be, right? But yet the actor didn't play him so, and you know, he was directed that way maybe, but you know, you needed more of that Josh Gad quality. And I don't want to say this because, you know, I mean, Josh Gad for me is not necessarily always the most... you know, it would probably annoy me, let's just say this, if there was too much of Josh Gad in it. But yet I felt like on stage, Olaf needed to be bigger than how he was played. Also, interestingly enough, because I think he was played down also because he did stick out. Now, in this version, everything was a lot more mature. I mean, Sven didn't look as animated. You don't have the Marshmallow Man, you know, and Olaf actually really ends up sticking out, being the only animated looking character. So it's a bit of an odd mix. I think this, you know, the translation onto stage sometimes finds the producers or the director or the creatives challenged because they need to figure out ways to balance it all, and sometimes it just doesn't land as well. Not many musicals have landed, I think, right? You know, if you think about it, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, have they actually landed? What musicals do you think landed? Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Mary Poppins? Let's hear some of your comments. In any case, I don't think I spoiled too many things, right? So I thought this was not like high up there like Hunchback of Notre Dame, but not too low down there either. I mean, the effects were amazing. The projections, you know, all like high-tech, pushing boundaries kind of stuff. I would give it out of 10, I would give it a good 7.3 maybe. In any case, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and also check out our other things on the channel. There's also a website that you can go to that kind of organizes all these videos on the channel a little bit better. Till the next time, this is DisneyDwayne. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.